Hey there and welcome into today's episode of Artemis's Anarchy, which is episode 32, I think it's 32, right? Yeah, it's 32. It's still weird. Anyway, it's still weird to do these podcasts. It's still weird because, I need to start getting people on, and that's what we're talking about today. Anyway, so what we're going to talk about first is, who to collaborate with if you don't know who to collaborate with. Basically what I would say, and this is the way that I've been doing it, or trying to do it and write a list out of who I want to collab with and stuff like that, is people that are very close in mindset to me, and I can make jokes with them, have a laugh, all that kind of stuff. Basically get people that you're interested in their type of content and do that type of content with them if it's something you're interested in doing yourself. And basically, I don't know, if you get a good vibe off of someone, most likely you could probably collab with them at some point. Basically, that's what I'm saying. I'm always open up to collaborating with anyone. You just have to ask, you just have to say to me in Discord DMs, Twitter DMs, all that stuff. And yeah, or at me basically anyway, on social media of any sort, really. I think, aside from Facebook, because I don't have a Facebook. I got rid of that shit years ago and I'm not touching it again. But basically, what I want to mainly talk about is who should be doing the most talking about said collaborations. And basically, in my mind, which I know I'm guilty of not doing, there's a few people that I've just either forgot about, or I've been too busy one weekend and I just completely forgot about everything, all that stuff, and doing collaborations with them and all that shit, or doing videos with them or anything like that. But I know that I'm bad with it, but that's because technically I just don't keep track of time, and basically by the time I think that I'm ready to do it, they could be asleep, or they could be streaming themselves, or they could be doing a million other different things, So who I think it should be up to get it keep going and stuff is the person who comes up with the idea. So say I'll use me and talking to Kai about stuff. For example, I meant to record it last weekend or the weekend before, but because I was working over the weekend, it just completely blanked my mind. I was working on other shit, and we still haven't done it because I've just forgotten about it, really. But yeah, I should be talking to Kai about it over the weekend, at least, hopefully. And basically what I want to be doing as well is collabing with a lot more people, and having people not scared to ask me about collabing or anything like that, for streams, videos, whatever, TikTok, whatever. I don't care, as long as it's something fun and I like the idea, obviously. I'm not going to do anything that I'm not comfortable with, and I don't expect you guys to do anything you're not comfortable with either, But again, like I've said, I'm always open for a bit of fun. So what I also want to talk about is getting to know the people's real vibes and stuff in a way. So instead of being you get the good vibe from their stream, you actually spend time in their Discord, talk to them about other random shit that isn't streaming or content creation. Just have a bit of fun, talk about interests, all that kind of stuff. See what more common ground you have and what you guys can, come up with together as jokes and all that stuff, if you were to do it very thought out and methodical, obviously. Obviously, I don't do that because improvising is kind of my key thing, and it's all I know how to do. Even me talking right now is improvising to hell. You know what I mean? I'm just talking shit here and it seems to work. Some of you guys seem to enjoy it, at least. But what I'm going to say as well is don't, you know, focus on too many collabs at once as well. You want your content to stand out as well. So what I would say is, all the chaos is scripted, really. Yeah, sure. Yeah. And I'm the king of fucking the UK, yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's realistic, yeah. Yeah, nah. Like, saying that the chaos here is scripted is like saying, you know, I bow to your majesty. God damn it. Yep. It's fine, I fucked up the joke I was going to make anyway, so it's fine. We're not going to bother with the joke anyway. Anyway, moving on. Like I said, don't focus on trying to collab with everyone all the time on every video. Like, if you want to do that, make it more of a team channel or something like that. Like I'm currently slowly in the process of. Which, by the way, you know, link down below. And this time I'll actually link it this week, because I realised that I forgot to do that last week, and I only just realised that now. Anyway, but yeah, feel free to apply down below and all that shit to the content channel and the content team and all that shit. What I am going to be doing as well with that is I am going to plan a stream for both YouTube and Twitch on separate days. So when we get the Twitch team and the YouTube team, we get everything, you know, everyone around for those two streams that are on those two teams as well. So it's the main content team, introduce all of them, all of us, you know, and then we figure out what we do from there, basically. Because if you want to think of it, really, the main team is like the ones that are going to be the face of the bigger streams, the bigger like content, more of the main videos and stuff like that. Whereas the YouTube and Twitch teams are going to be kind of like reserve substitutes, but they're still frequently in videos as well, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain that any better without, you know, making it sound like those aren't as important, because they are important. It's just the main content team, and then there's a group for just in case any of us can't make it, or that there's a good few. So like basically the YouTube team would be helping us a lot more with YouTube content, and there would be Twitch content, but everyone kind of goes in together or does all the shit that they want to do, and yeah, we just talk about it. But basically all the team channel is it's going to be a community where we just all collab on a heap of random shit, you know, do whatever we want to do. Like, there might be some skating involved with me, there'll be a lot of gaming involved, there'll be a podcast, which is technically going to be where this podcast after, because I need to get the community podcast up and running as well, and we need to test that out as well. So that's also another part that is going to be happening as well. Like, Artemis' Anarchy is going to be over on the Eternal Enclave channel, which I'll link down below as well, so go subscribe to that well while you're watching this. Anyway, I don't have the current link for anyone in Twitch, by the way, in the chat just now. You should be able just to search it up. Should just be Eternal Enclave. Don't worry about it. You don't have to sub right now because we're not doing content straight away, but if you want to be notified when we do, go sub to it. Just search up, it should come up. If I did have a pop-up, I would pop up like here, show you guys the logo so you make sure you're following the right one. Anyway, also you on the Twitch, yeah, go through the Twitch and then it should be there somewhere. I think it's just is it not just Eternal Enclave on Twitch, or is it the Eternal Enclave? Oh, it is the Eternal Enclave. Okay, whoops, I forgot the own link for my channel. Well, the group channel. I'm a professional, I swear. Aye, but either way, yeah. What we're also going to be, what I really want to talk about is also like trying to timing. timing first. I'll talk about timing first, and then we'll do like actual content that you want to do with other people, all that type of stuff. So timing is very important when you're trying to like collab and stuff, as I've noticed, like, because obviously time zones, all that stuff. Time zones, you know, how busy they are at that time of day, how busy you are at that time of day, how busy everyone is at that time of day, obviously. Because like some of you could be like up and ready to go, and then others have to, you have like stuff to do, you know? It can't be helped. Stuff comes up, you just reschedule, you know? Don't get annoyed when someone says, look, I can't make it to record today, or whatever. Just be like, right, okay, when can you be ready to record? And you would have to do like solo video or something, and make sure that you've got a video prepared if you're wanting to post consistently. If you don't mind about not posting consistently, then it's no bother. You just record it, edit it, and then post it whenever you want. Which, again, is something I highly recommend that you do when you're starting out as well. Like, I should probably still be doing it pretty unregular for YouTube, but like, I keep the podcast consistent every Monday, and then usually I've got about a Tuesday and a Wednesday like up and ready to post for YouTube, and then the rest of the week it's just up to if I can feel like recording. Like today I was supposed to have a video up, I forgot about it because I meant to record it last night, but I got hyper focused and started like, you know, talking a lot on other people's streams and all that stuff, and just watching people have fun on stream rather than actually, you know, work on shit. But like, again, I'm not relying on it to make money yet, so like, I don't need to post as consistently, you know what I mean? Like, at least I know that like Monday to Wednesday, my usual posting days are pretty solid. I might, for just now, for like future, for like a couple of weeks or something, while I get into the mindset of recording like 4 videos a day, 3 videos a day, something like that. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to post every Monday, which is a podcast, Wednesday, and like Friday. Maybe a Sunday one, maybe a Thursday one here and there, but it just depends. But Monday, Wednesday, Friday are definite. They're going to be definite from now on, and that at least gives me time to decide what videos I want to do, because like, I've been planning a lot of videos all week. It's just I've not had time to do it. Also, OBS was crashing because of screen record as well, so that didn't help my, you know, time either, because I was planning on recording today. It was just I couldn't. So what else do I want to talk about as well? There's some other things about collaborations and stuff. Also, you know, leave your opinions down below. Let me know what you think, all that shit. And guys in Twitch chat, you know, you guys can talk about this openly and all that stuff. Don't worry about it. But yeah, there was something else. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, like, have someone the same energy. Yeah. Okay, yeah, because I did mention that earlier. I just didn't go into detail with it, did I? Yeah. So like, what Citrus means by like someone with the same energy is someone that can, like, you know, keep up with you, you know, keep up with your jokes, have like banter, like proper banter with each other, and no one gets like hurt by the jokes or anything. Obviously, you know, you do your usual stuff before you even start recording. You set a line, you set where the line is for certain jokes and stuff like that, especially if they go into like the darker humor territory kind of area, because some people can get triggered by anything, you know, like, it is possible, because again, you don't know the person that well. You know them well, but you don't know them that well, you know, you don't know them like that, you know. But what you want to do is, yeah, make sure that everyone's comfortable with certain jokes and all that stuff. You want to make sure that you're all like vibing in a way, like properly, and just having fun with stuff, and just, you know, making sure everyone's, you know, feeling, you know, comfortable and safe and all that shit. And then from that wine, you come down a bit, and then it's just no holds barred up to that wine, basically. And when everyone's comfortable with all the jokes, record, make the jokes. Like, there's having banter and like joking about like people, and then there's just straight up being a dick, you know, if that makes sense. Like, you want to be a dick, kind of, but like everyone knows that it's all a joke, in a way at least, and it's maybe like a character you put on for stream or for, you know, the video or whatever you're recording or collaborating with them on, you know, and you're all having fun. Just make sure you all have fun, you all do like what you want to do, have fun with the games, all that stuff. Also, YouTube, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to check out more of Artemis's videos for some... Yeah. Boundaries are very important. And anyone who doesn't talk about boundaries first shouldn't be, like... Obviously, if you know the person and you know where their boundaries are anyway, that's fine. You don't have to talk about boundaries if it's just one-on-one and you know the person. Like, if you're just playing, like, if it was like, say, me and Kit, we know where the line is. We both know where the line is. It's a very high line. Like, there's not much we get offended by, but we know where that line is, and we just take the piss. But we don't have to talk about boundaries because we both know. Like I said, the line's like a way up, like, stratosphere at least, you know? Fucking, it's about, might be at like the moon. There's within reason. Like, if you know what I mean. Obviously, some of the jokes definitely can't be put into videos because they are offensive. And I will admit that they are offensive. Like, real offensive. Trust me. Like, I'm not gonna deny it, you know? I'm a dick sometimes. Gotta be. But again, it's just jokes. If you... Like, obviously, yes, with certain people there are boundaries, but with, like, people like me and Kibbs, we don't have a real... Well, there is a line, but it's not a line. It's more of just a... When we get to this is when we know we're going into territory. Like, really fucking... We don't talk about that shit on YouTube or Twitch or anything. Like, that's an IRL line, basically. So there's like a line for YouTube and stuff, and then there's the line, the actual line. Like, again, I'll admit it, you know? But again, it's just dope. We don't give a shit, you know? But again, anyone who says that they don't make offensive jokes are lying. Like, trust me. If someone says they don't make offensive jokes ever, they're lying. Trust me. They are lying. Exactly. There's IRL and then there's online. It's never the same. It's never the same. Never. Like, if, you know, I was joking around with another friend that maybe had their own line, I wouldn't make those jokes around them, but with people I know that don't have, like, that aren't bothered by those types of jokes, I joke around with them. You split it between the groups that can and can't you know, listen to those jokes and stuff like that. Like, if you're just having jokes, everyone knows it's jokes. You know, again, there is a line, but again, depending on the people, you just adjust to them. It's like the one social skill I have. I will admit that. It's the one social skill I have. Like, that's the only one I'm good with. Like, it's not even that, but like, keeping your mouth shut when you're supposed to keep it shut. Like, you don't talk shit on anyone's, you know, all other shit. Now you have more. yeah. Depends. Like, obviously, technically, this is what people would count as public speaking within a line, within a grey area. But, like, this is just because I'm used to it. I did not have this before. Trust me. There are some social situations that I don't really... It doesn't register with me. But again, that's just being brought up here in this shithole. But then again, it's just a different thing around here, I suppose. But like, again, I can read a room, but like, if it's read well, it's okay, but if I don't read the room well enough, it's a different story, it's a bit harder. But like, again, you just go with it. You don't give a shit, you go with the flow. Someone tells you that that's their line, that's their boundary. You bring down the jokes a little, and then, yeah, you just do that. You adjust to the person. You adjust to the individuals, not the group. If that makes sense. But yes, there are 4 or 5 people in like the group, but you adjust for each individual person instead of the group as a whole. You don't put them all together with the same line. Because if you put them all together with the same line, it can get into dangerous, like, almost like just under the line, like right there, like an inch away from the line. So like, you've got to, like, you know, adjust to the individual, not the whole group, not like the whole like niche or whatever. If you're talking about games and stuff, but yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what the 2 or 3 tester jokes are for. That's what every comic does. And, well, every good comic does. They start with, and maybe it's a little dark, but it's doable. And then they take it up a level. If the crowd's still majorly alright with it, bump it up a little again, bump it up, rinse and repeat until everyone's like, whoa, that's a line. And then you just bring it down. You bring it down like 2 levels from that level, I guess. If you know what I mean. Any good comic, make sure they understand their audience. Because if they don't understand their audience, they're not going to land the jokes well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I could sit here and make really dark humor jokes, but I could tell you about... I'd probably get banned on Twitch for it, to be honest, but there are very dark humor jokes that are very offensive. They're funny, but they're extremely offensive. But again, like, I wouldn't even do that because I know that there are people in here that some that would cross their lines, you know, for. And they are some bad jokes, like, they're not nice. They're not nice jokes either. Like, they're meh. Like, I would count them as about mid-tier, but most people would count them as like really at that big line. Like, but again, it's more, I expect them to say the same, like, worst jokes about me. Like, if I make a joke about you, you make a joke about me. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. Just swings and roundabouts, you know? Like, it just all goes around. You know, no one should be afraid to make jokes about each other. But you have to know that you've got to make sure that it's a joke and not just straight up bully. You know? Like, everyone has to bully everyone to make it a joke. Whereas if it's just a group of you, whereas it's just a group of you that are on one person making the same jokes about one person, that's bullying. Basically, a roast battle is basically fucking making jokes about everyone else. And that's all it is. Like, no one gives a shit. We all know it's jokes, we all know it's there. We don't get hurt at the end of the day. If you can dish it out but you can't take it, don't make jokes. Don't make jokes about people. Like, if you can't take it, like, my god, like, if you can't take the roasts that are even half as bad as you put out, you shouldn't. Exactly, you've just got to have a thick skin. Which sounds weird. But yeah, like Sarah said, it depends on how thick-skinned you are. Like, me, you could make jokes about me all day long and I'd still laugh it off. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, I make the same jokes about myself 90% of the time. Like, I know, like, the jokes that mainly come from me, so like, I know what's going to mostly be said because no one comes up with original shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's the usual one that catches me off guard and it's pretty funny, but like, most of the time when you notice it's the same thing, I knew you were ready to say that, did I? God damn it. But again, a predictable joke. I mean, Jedi technically just proved my point. Like, I knew that was coming because usually at least one person says it. Like, if someone says something about thick-skinned or big boned or anything like that, it's are you calling me fat, Joe? Or something like that, and sneaks out. What do you mean sneaked? Where are you sneaking out to? Huh? Where are you going? Get me something on the way back when you come back. Aye. Anyway, see? Like, well, actually, I'm being serious. Get me something on the way back. I don't know. Okay, fair enough. I mean, get me a can of Monster on your way back. Sure, that'll do. I've got one, but that's not the point. That's never the point. You know, like, I just know that, you know, where the fuck? My phone. Good. Oh, no, I'm not. It fell out of my pocket. I just needed to check something real quick. Alright, let me check this, and then we'll get back. Now? Okay, anyway. Basically, what I also want to say about collaborating with people, just have fun. Just have fun, feel the vibes, don't, you know, try and force any jokes. Like, if you force a joke, it does feel a lot very, like, scripted almost, if you know what I mean. Like, even if it's, like, purely improvised and you're just trying to force a joke in when there doesn't need to be one, you just need to let it flow, like Jedi just said. But, like, just let everything happen natural. Like, record for, like, 2 hours minimum if you're doing a collab. Record an hour minimum if you're doing solo. And if you're doing a big group, I'd say about 2 hours to 2.5 hours minimum. Just because, and here's the reason. Yeah, 3 Jaggies, 1 Velma, exactly. We didn't, well, technically, they thought of it, but, like, they were thinking of it as I was on the fly, as I was talking about it and stuff. You know, like, it makes it makes sense. But like, even any of the jokes that I made in the Outer Worlds video that I did on Tuesday, or the Hitman video that I did on Wednesday, or yesterday, as of recording it, obviously. Wednesday for you guys on YouTube. You know the deal by now. If I'm talking about yesterday, technically it's like a week-ish before when you guys actually see it on YouTube. You know the deal anyway. Which is also another thing I actually want to have a little talk about, especially for doing podcasts specifically. Like, especially if you're doing a live podcast and you're converting it over to YouTube. What I found is that it's better when you engage with both sides if you talk directly to YouTube at points as well, like I'm talking to you guys right now, and then I talk to Twitch chat, which we're talking about 3 Shaggies 1 Velma in the Multiverses video that I did the other week. You know what I mean? Like, you just have to let everything come together, flow out, and, you know, just have fun with it. Just make sure that you're having fun, you're always progressing stuff, and you're always improving as you're going along with these collaborations and stuff, is what I would say. Because, like, obviously your first couple aren't going to be the greatest. Like, obviously I've done ones with, like, technically these are, all the ones that I've done with other people have been spur of the moment things, or that we've just taken from Twitch and just converted it into YouTube videos, like the Destiny 2 video that I did ages ago and the Multiverses. Those are the only 2 that I've done with other people, technically, because I think it was Citrus and Kestrel for Destiny 2, and then Kibs and Citrus for Multiverses. I think that's all I've done. But talking about, yeah, I can say this on here, and anyone on YouTube that's watching it can still join it because I'm not planning until like about end of the week for this. But anyone who wants to play what is it, Roller Champions, or like see Destiny 2 hurt this season, by the way. Oh god, does it? Aye. But anyone who wants to play Roller Champions and wants to be in a video, let me know, especially if you're in the Discord and stuff like that, or on Twitter, usual places, you know, all those places. I will either limit it to 3 or 6. Like, if we can get like enough for a 3v3 and we just rotate teams, that's fine with me. If we only get enough for 3 and we just go into against randoms, that's also fine. But basically what I'm wanting to do is just have a bit of fun with it, have a bit of, you know, a laugh, you know, because it does look like an interesting game. It looks weird, like, it looks like it's interesting, but it looks like it's going to be a difficult game to get the grasp of, and I'm going into it completely blind, not knowing how to play it, especially in this video, because again, I will be doing the video later in the week, which would be, I'm roughly looking for next Thursday, between next Thursday and next Saturday, so between the 9th and the 11th of June. So that's your warning. That's when I'm going to be recording it at some point during those days, because obviously Friday's going to be iffy, depending on what time I finish and stuff like that. But yeah, aside from that, that's what I'm planning. So again, anyone who wants to play it, you know where to find it, basically. Just oh, wrong way. Any of those. Like, well, maybe not that one obviously, but like the other 2, definitely. Remember, I stream Monday to Thursday, roughly 8 PM, possibly 9 PM from now on. I want to try it. I'm gonna try to do 9 PM streams from now on instead of 8 PM streams, because, and this is a very specific reason, because it seems that I have a bit more time to actually do what I need to do, because usually I wake up pretty late sometimes. Some days I wake up at 1, some days I wake up at 3, some days I wake up at 10 in the morning. It just depends. But like, I always end up having to do everything all at once, all between about 5:30 and 7:30 basically, so I can get ready for streaming stuff. So if I give myself an extra hour, it'll help. And also I can go out skate if I need, instead of having to rush about like an idiot at, 6:30 or something, just before I'm having something to eat, and then I rush eating, and then, or I just forget to eat before stream, and then I just don't eat. It gets annoying, it gets weird, gets very frustrating sometimes. So I am going to be moving all streams to 9 PM next week, aside from the YouTube stream this week, which will be at 6 PM BST, because I'm not working on Sunday, so that's when it will be. So Sunday I will be doing a YouTube stream over, it's passed for you guys on YouTube, don't worry about it. You probably didn't miss much, you probably missed me like missing a lot of shots. I'll leave the VOD up anyway for it, if it doesn't disconnect like 5 million times for me anyway. But yeah, I think there's also a couple more things I want to talk about really quickly before I end the podcast, and that is going to be, so I want to talk about, making like stream goals and stuff like that, like anything like that, right? Especially if you don't like, the reason I do it, like the reason I do stream goals and all that stuff, like if you get me to this amount, I'll buy this and wear it for a stream, or skate in it or whatever. Basically the way I do it is so it rationalizes in my mind that at least they're getting something in return for them giving me like donations and stuff like that. So like basically a section of the donations go towards the thing that I need to get, obviously. And then basically, and yes, I am splitting it, like breaking it down how I actually think about, making these monetary goals and stuff for stream as well. But again, my whole thing's been, I'm going to be 100% transparent about stuff, So basically, in my mind, it's a workaround to me technically asking for money, but you still don't have to give, if that makes sense. Don't know why I did that with the don't, but ignore that. You don't have to like donate and stuff, but it's just because getting money for doing this is still weird to me. So it's like, if I give you guys a goal to work towards, it feels a bit better in my mind. I might even do like a sub goal where I have to do a stream in the Spider-Man suit for like at least 3 hours, because I will have to specifically pick a certain day to do it, depending how hot it is outside, because I cannot sit in that thing for more than 3 hours, or I will end up fucking dying of fucking heat, because that thing is, that's why I don't wear it. Why I don't wear it on streams, and it's why I took it off the channel point thing, because I knew how warm that suit could get, and I'm not risking it. I'm not risking how hot it gets in that suit. But I will make it a goal if you guys want it to be a goal. I can make it a goal this month if you guys want, because I can't find a fucking hoodie weird enough that actually I would consider wearing, but isn't like, super weird, and it's not horrible colours and all that stuff. But like, again, I can make that a goal for this month, like a sub goal or a total all over goal, whatever. Leave it down in the comments below as well if you don't watch a lot of my Twitch, but you watch more of my YouTube because you want to catch up on whatever I'm doing. And yeah, speaking of catching up on what I'm doing, currently I am still trying the kickflip. Don't worry, I will be getting it soon. I might get it tonight of recording. Maybe. If I get out for a decent bit, I will. If I don't, I don't. You know, but it's not a big deal. But I would rather land it sooner than later, obviously, because again, it means I can start a lot more other tricks to try out, get a new board, all that stuff. Because I've also not ordered my board yet, because I want to get this kickflip before I land the board. Or if I get close enough that I'm landing on with my front foot and back foot and it's just slipping off, that's when I'll get the board. That's when I will 100% guarantee get the board, and you know, all that stuff. But basically, that's going to be it for the podcast this week. Hope you guys enjoyed that podcast. I know it's a bit shorter than usual. It's at the 40-minute mark. We've been doing a lot of like almost an hour long, or like within 50 minutes. So it's about my usual length. Anyway, I've ran out of things to say. Leave any topics in comments below if you're on YouTube. Obviously, anyone on Twitch and anyone that's in the Discord, you know, you can always put topics in there. Usual shit. Anyway, see you guys in a bit. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day. And yeah, peace out.